Sometimes negative. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Live with Brinkofspeed and Octane Hour. We are all three here tonight.
Back at it again.
That's right. What's that guy's name over there? His name is Darren.
Hey,
Darren.
I'll shut this studio down.
I'm Mark. That's Darren. We haven't been together in a while. It's been crazy. Summer.
Yep. Hello, everyone. We're going to talk about the latest Zora news and maybe even some Grand Sport news. So both of those have been in the Google News lately. Well, not the Grand Sport, but the Zora, for sure.
Did Darren figure out, I mean, we were at Darren's house all by ourselves last week. Did he see what we changed on him?
Oh,
we changed a couple things.
You left that? I thought we were going to change it and then put it back.
Put it back. No, I'm just kidding. We had the keys to Darren's house last week.
Yeah, he gave us the keys to his house.
Yeah.
All right. So
and the two vets were there, man. We could have just
had some fun.
Could have had some fun.
Could have had some fun, yep. Let's say hello to everybody. We got Great White North, Texas Clay, Everjeff, Shiny Fenders, Michael Lagear, Joey B, Lego D17, John Perkins, Caleb, Mark Cutsey, Keith French.
There's at least one other
crew, man.
One other E-Ray owner in here, Joey B, right?
Yeah, Joey B. Yep, you got it. Lance Smith, I figured he was on. John Somerville, Jim Towser,
Keith French.
Jim's on.
Yeah.
Jim, how's it going, Jim?
Davy Jones.
Sorry, I haven't
Doug
been able
Hooks.
to reach out.
The whole
to Jim
crew
much.
is here.
Yeah, got like
Love
a couple hundred on already. This is excellent, fantastic.
Carlisle's coming up quick. We're going to get to see everyone.
Yeah, Carlisle's coming up
we
quick.
need to talk about Carlisle.
Yes.
We don't have anything in concrete yet. Anyway.
Well, in concrete, we'll be there, right?
Yeah,
but
in concrete, we'll be there. That's
how
right.
We're going to get there. We're going to airlift the cars in.
Right, exactly.
Parachute stuff in. We're going to get a C-130 cargo plane.
Yeah,
we're
I
not
think that's
sure how we
the
need
plan.
to do it. Something
to do with the C-130.
Because you know I'm not driving mine, so.
Lagear. It's pronounced Lagear. I think that's how you would say that. Right? L-A-I-R? I'm sorry.
Lagear? Oh, Lagear.
Yeah.
Pronounced Lagear.
J-A-I-R, not L-A.
Yes.
All right, so...
who's this Joe Janita? Have we seen Joe before?
Joe Janita.
Joe Janita. Hello from Plant City, Florida, a.k.a.
Nice.
the sauna. Hey.
We're just talking about this.
Yeah.
We are the sauna now. We're at 102 out there now, 104 right now, but yep. I think Florida's probably got that weather plus humidity, right?
Right. I think ours is less than 50% humidity, and Florida's going to be up there in the probably 80s or 90s humidity.
Yep.
So it's up there.
Very good.
Jack Smith. All right. Oh, Elijah Prasad is on now. We are brought to you guys by the NCM Insurance Company. So this right here. And in my opinion, they are some of the best insurance that you can put on your collectible car. We talk about it every single week. There's going to be, maybe one or two people in the chat that says they tried it and it didn't work for them. But everybody else that has tried it, it has done phenomenal. I actually got an email this week of someone that bought an E-Ray and they put the NCM insurance on and they're paying so low. It's ridiculous. They're paying way lower than I'm going to pay. I know that because I think they're quite a bit older than me. And I don't know. I have a great record, so I don't know why they're getting such a low rate, but
I mean, I just got literally 2 days ago, I got my NCM renewal for next year. I'm thinking, because I got my homeowner's insurance. Homeowner's insurance went up 45%. My auto went up 20%. And I'm like, here we go. I open it up. I'm like, yeah, did they make a mistake? I mean, I got the two Corvettes.
Did it go down?
Well, I think it's the same rate. It's the same. I mean, I'll say it's like $740. I got two
for both
Corvettes.
cars.
For both cars for a full year, $740.
It's awesome.
Is that the 250 miles per year plan?
That is the 150.
I was going to say that's the 50 miles per year.
Got to come up one time.
Hey, you want to hear something funny?
What?
Somebody actually asked if you were going to drive your '78 pace car to the Corvette Invasion.
Oh gosh.
Oh hell no.
That's never. What's the furthest you ever driven that one shot?
Probably about 60, 70 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's been many years since you've done that.
Yeah. You know, when you got a 78, you start worrying about bearings and rear trailing arms. People that have C3s know.
Okay, well, I'm going to put you on the spot.
It just things. It's the reliability of driving a car, a V8 engine that was screwed together 45 years ago and taking it on a highway at the high speeds. It's a 3-speed automatic, right?
What about one that's screwed together a year ago?
Oh no, that one's not going either. No. Well, at a bass jump?
Yeah, we're driving ours.
Is he not taking his car?
What?
All right, we can put this up for a poll.
Wait a second.
We can put this up
We
for
already
a poll.
know how that's
There's
gonna
no
go.
poll. You weren't going to take your car?
You can't show up to a car show without your car, especially
That's
a
your
big
ticket
one.
to get in. Seriously.
That's your ticket.
Oh God, how many miles is that to get down there?
Not enough.
You do.
Yo, we're
have,
going to go to
He's gonna
Oklahoma. We're going to do
double
a
his miles.
Yeah, exactly.
You have empty seats in both your cars. Right?
No,
Your cars
there's
do-
no seat for you.
There's an extra. Look at that. All right.
All right, let's finish with
but anyway,
NCM.
Yeah, I won't be driving the pace car anywhere far.
Click on Get a Quote.
Robert Cerulli.
I'll get to that.
Okay.
in a
Yeah,
second.
sorry.
Yep. Click on Get a Quote. They'll ask you some questions. Fill out those questions. Please put in there BOS 2024 just so they know you're coming from us. And then they'll send you an email and they'll ask you some more questions, answer those, and then they'll give you a call. So that's how it works. We're all saving a bundle of money. Again, you may get a quote and not save anything, but that would be very rare. Most people are saving a lot. And the way that you qualify is you have to have a collectible car. Now, somebody misunderstood me on my last video. I didn't say you can only drive, or you have to drive 6,000 miles a year. What I said is, or what I meant to say is, you can get up to 6,000 miles a year in the policy. So you can drive a lot less than 6,000 if you want.
You don't have to drive 6,000.
No.
Oh, I got to go, guys. I got to put a couple extra miles on my car.
Yeah.
No, it's up to, and it rolls over.
And it rolls over.
So if you do
get
2,000, I just renewed, right? And I put, 2,000 miles on my car in the year?
So you got an extra 1,000.
And 1,900 more from last year.
So what did I do? I did the 3,000?
You did the 3,000.
I did the 3,000.
Yeah.
So I got an extra 1,000 to add. So now I got 4,000 I could do.
miles, yeah.
And apparently
So
I'm
that's why
going to be
you're going
doing
to
that.
Bastrop.
That's why I'm going to Bastrop.
So
I had to.
yeah,
stick
they
my
roll
foot into
over,
that one.
but you have to have, you have to drive less than 6,000 miles. We're right at 6. You have to have a
secondary car,
car.
a primary car. This would be your Corvette. Would be your secondary
Right.
car. Can't be your primary
to be
means
a
of
daily
transportation.
the second car.
So somebody says
And
6,000
then-
miles a year, 16 miles a day. Elijah, you're not driving that car every day, right? Because
Right.
it's not your general purpose car. So
And then you have to have a garage to put that car, the collectible car, in. And
Yep.
by the way, it does not have to be a Corvette. It can be any collectible car, any sports car, anything like that. So
yep.
it's good stuff.
Yep.
So definitely check them out.
And I have a friend that just jumped on that I convinced many years ago to go to NCM Insurance. His name is Rob. He's my good friend from my old company I used to work with. And I convinced him 30 years ago to buy that ZR1.
Oh, okay.
And he bought the ZR1. It came out, it was like $65,000 for that ZR1.
Which
back
one was
then.
it?
It was this 92 ZR1.
And he still has it.
He still has it to this day.
I love it.
And he's only got like 35,000 miles on it. It's kind of like me. But he bought it, and he bought it 2 years after it, and the values tanked on the 01. So he bought that thing for like 35,000.
Yeah.
And the
It's
stock
worth
on it
more
was
than
like
that now.
65. So yeah.
it's
So
probably
anyway,
worth
Rob, good to see you on, and
40.
stick a comment out
Yeah,
there so I
probably
can see you're out there.
All right, Rob, thank you for the super chat, and thank you for the congratulations. I really appreciate it. Me and Darren have pretty much matching cars now. There's a couple of differences, but for the most part, other than the engine.
The interior, the wheels,
Well, I'm talking about the outside.
Hey, they're both sitting in the driveway now, and I looked. I had to take a double
Yeah.
take. What is that? Is that his car? Or
They're
is that
both,
his car?
Let's put it this way. They're both wide body with Seawolf gray.
Yes.
So-
Beautiful cars.
They look very, very similar. But yeah, that's pretty much the next thing we're going to talk about is my last two videos. I did the video a couple days ago about the Zoras being spotted. This is pretty big news. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, it's linked in the description, but it's pretty cool stuff. Corvette blogger and some other people noticed right away when they were looking at the pictures that the thing had vertical radiators. And when you look back at the ZR1 pictures, everything is horizontal, just like the Z06. So for it to have a vertical radiator, you compare that with pictures of an E-Ray, and E-Rays are the only ones that have vertical radiators. So that tells us that there is an electrical component to that mule that's out there, and it's got all the same looks of a ZR1, so kind of looks like it's going to be the Zora. So yeah, check that video out, and then my delivery video that I just put out today is also linked in the description. If you have not seen that yet, check it out. It was a very, very fun delivery. You'll see that there was, I think, 10 or 11 of us there. It was just a good time. We had a blast. Lewis Humphreys at Moritz Chevrolet from start to finish has been nothing but a pleasure to work with.
Yeah,
and then he
guy.
called me up on the way there. This was like on the way there. He's like, hey, how many people are you bringing? I'm going to order food. And I was like,
Yeah.
really? You're going to order food?
for us, yes.
Yeah, food and
Yeah.
drinks and
What a great thing. You
Amazing.
got to watch that video. That's
Absolutely
just great
amazing.
It's great to
So,
see that.
yeah, it was a
Just
good time.
one thing we didn't mention is, like, if you do call up NCM, make sure, like Joe Janita said, I need to check these guys out. My insurance is crazy on my 4 Vettes. Tell them you heard them from Brinkofspeed, so that they
yes.
know they got referred from Brinkofspeed.
If you have 4 Vettes, you're definitely
If you have 4
discount.
Vettes, dude, you giving us 10% of your savings, and you'll be sending us a check for thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
Just
let
know.
me tell you real quick. The very first time I signed up for NCM, I had the 23 Stingray and the 23 Camaro. My 23 Stingray was like $90-something a month, and because I had that on there, they gave me a gigantic double car discount. My Camaro, which was an SS1LE, it was a top model, was $33 a month. So you're going to save a ton, because the more cars you add, the more you get
Yeah, if you got 4 cars,
less
dude. Yeah.
premiums. So yeah, you're going to be a happy camper.
Yep.
Oh, Robert from Corvette World is on. Welcome.
Good. We got a lot of Rob Cirillo, Robert Chike, my friend Rob Z. We got a lot of Robs on. This is great.
Yeah, all right. You guys like wheels? We're going to show you some wheels real quick.
While you're
Go ahead,
pulling
go
up
ahead.
wheels, I was just going to say there's a huge thing going on in the auto dealerships right now.
Oh, yeah.
With
We'll talk about that.
That thing?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Because actually, I got some information from
'Cause-
Robert, and Robert will give more information.
And Davey works at a dealership.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, so he knows.
Yeah, it happened at Corvette World.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
Did it happen to Davey too?
Oh, yeah. Their
shut down.
dealerships are shut down. They're on paper and pencil.
Yeah, I thank God that Moritz was not on
No,
that.
he was.
Yeah.
He's on something else.
Because
Reynolds
I
or
would have
something.
never been able to get my car.
Yeah.
All right, so we are at WheelCraft.com. This is an amazing company we've talked about last month. But all of you folks out there that love shiny chrome wheels, didn't know how to get them on your C8. You know,
Yes.
there's a lot of you out there that say go chrome or go,
Go chrome
home.
or go home, baby. Is it
There's
time?
now a really
Okay.
There's now a really good way to get a high quality chrome wheel on your C8, C7, and it's very cost effective. Basically, they just take your OEM wheels and chrome them, but it's better than that. You don't have to send your wheels in. They actually send you OEM chromed wheels. You get those put on your car, and then you ship back your old OEM wheels to WheelCraft, and they give you a shipping label with the
Amazing,
box.
yeah.
So you pay no shipping to ship those back.
Yep.
And I think the whole experience, depending on how much it costs your wheels to get, mounted and balanced and all that kind of stuff, can be anywhere from about $1,300 to about $1,800, just depending on your car and where you take it and all of that stuff. But think about it. If you're someone that's been wanting chrome wheels on your Vette, here's a great option. You don't have to go buy brand new wheels that cost $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. You're well under $2,000. And there's probably Texas Clay is on here. He just did the experience at the museum, and that's another thing that's so great about WheelCraft is if you have the museum delivery with your new C8, they will install your new WheelCraft wheels right there, And you can
flip the tires, right? They do the tires and everything.
Yeah. They take the tires off your old wheels and put them on your new chrome wheels. So we're going to show you a couple of them real quick. One of them is normal chrome and the other is black chrome. Now, these are a special PVD type of
Click out of that.
process. What's that?
Change your...
Did I do the desktop?
No, you need to switch out. People aren't going to see the wheels.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
So the key with these wheels are you can get chrome wheels really anywhere, I suppose, but these are stock looking wheels. These are the
They are
wheels.
the OEM, yeah.
They're chromed OEM, so it looks kind of like OEM, like you're not going too crazy on the look of the car. If you want to keep a stock, look of the wheel, look at that beautiful thing. Look at that.
Yeah,
chrome,
it's beautiful.
Original Corvette wheel. So it kind of looks like my 16 that I had. It was called the Blade. What were those chrome wheels called? The Forks or something. But look at that.
They're beautiful. And then they also have black chrome. And they have a few other types of colors that you can do as well. Obviously, their best sellers are the chrome and the black chrome. You just set that on the table so you're not holding that heavy rear.
I'll hold it. I got to do my way. I've done this. You can't tell, but it's the black chrome. Look how cool that is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, it's
totally
easy
tell.
to see. Yeah.
Very nice. Look at that.
Beautiful black chrome wheels.
These are a little heavier because this is the real wheel.
So all of WheelCraft's stuff is linked below. And on top of that, guys, we're going to be in Bastrop next month at the Corvette Invasion. And Ed with WheelCraft is going to be right next to our booth. So come to the Brinkofspeed booth if you're going to be at the Corvette Invasion. He'll have samples there. And also, he'll have a way for you to enter to win $250 off your WheelCraft experience.
And no, they're not purple. They're looking like purple on the screen, don't they? A little
No, they're
some
chrome.
purplish going on back there. Maybe
It's the light.
It's the light. Yeah, it's
So
the light.
It's a total chrome wheel.
The light in your
Total chrome
basement
wheel.
bedroom.
Beautiful.
So yeah, like I said, everything is linked in the description below. So make sure you go ahead and check that out down there. Texas Clay says it was a great day and experience. That's right. Cacti Z07, thank you for the super chat. See you guys in Bastrop in July. Kirk, not Rick. Oh, okay. His name is Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk.
Congrats on finally getting the E-Ray. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Joey B, super chat. Mike, it was so awesome to see your Corvette family show up for the delivery. There's nothing like the Corvette Brotherhood. I treasure my friends too. Absolutely. It was a blast. Like I said, it was very casual, laid back, fun. I did all the paperwork way before Thursday. I did the paperwork, and then I took delivery on Monday. That way we could just go in there, relax, and,
Do your thing, yeah.
just do our thing.
Yep.
So that's what we did.
And you snuck back there to see it, even though you said you wouldn't.
Yeah.
But you snuck back there.
Seriously,
Cool.
man, the more I sat there, I was like,
It's going to be a long 4 days.
I got to go see the car in person. I had seen pictures, but I got to go see it in person.
Yep.
So I did.
God, I love that gray.
What's going on with Keith?
I didn't realize he was back in the hospital.
Oh, no. Oh, that's right. Yeah. He's either having the surgery soon or had to have that surgery for his
stomach.
Yeah. For his
I didn't realize he was
colon.
in the hospital, though.
Because of diverticulitis, I think is what it is. Remember he was telling us about it when we picked your car up? Sending prayers your way, Keith. And I hope you're doing well, Greg. Him and I talked on the phone last week. It was fun. It was really fun.
Now, if Greg comes out and he wants to go to Bastrop, he can be in my car. Greg can.
Okay.
If he flies in. So, Greg, if you want to fly in, go with us. That'd be fun, actually.
It'd be amazing.
Anyone else, that's a standing offer, but Mark, absolutely not.
What is the offer?
Mark, you'll have to take somebody in your car.
Jeez.
Yeah, we can take 3 people. We got 3 seats.
Yeah, we got 3 seats.
Put somebody in the back.
Diego Perez just joined on. Diego, tell us what car you've got.
Yeah, tell
got
us
something
your
new.
new car. We know you got something new. All right, let's move to a piece of news. Mark's going to eat this up.
What?
And Corvette World Rob is going to eat this up too.
What?
Corvette killers in car and driver rankings.
Yeah?
They ranked all three 10 out of 10. The Z06, the Stingray, and the E-Ray.
All 10 out of 10?
All 10 out of 10. Yep.
And what's the based on?
Just sports cars for 2020.
Were they ranking other cars or other cars below that?
No, they ranked.
Just ranked the
yeah,
three
they ranked
Corvettes?
other cars.
Oh, they did.
But they gave Car and Driver just voted the Corvette Stingray #1 in the regular sports car category, the E-Ray #1 in the luxury sports car category,
really,
and the Z06 #2 in the luxury sports car class.
Wow. What was the #1 in the luxury sports car class?
My car that I just bought.
The E-Ray was the luxury sports car. So it came in.
That's it. There's an easy explanation.
Yeah.
I've always said Z06s are not for everyone. Do I want a Z06? Absolutely. I love the Z06. But there's a lot of people out there that would not want a Z06. I actually heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard a rumor that Taz Juchter is retiring with a Stingray. Not an E-Ray, not a Z06.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's retiring with a Stingray, which is crazy to me, but
yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I think I'd be retired with either an E-Ray, probably a ZR1 is what I would take if I was Taj.
Yeah.
Or Zora. Anyway.
Well, and I'm sure he doesn't just have
Why don't
one.
you text him, Mark? You
I'll
guys are
text
friends.
him.
Number,
I've got his pictures, and I've got pictures with him. Yeah.
Did I ever pull that up? Did you guys see that pull up? I don't think I did. Let me just pull that up so people can see it. As usual, though, all of these are linked in the description below, so you guys can see these articles. But I just want to make sure you guys got to see this because, yeah, they all got super high rated by.
That's incredible. We're in the golden age of Corvette. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember when Corvette was always good, but the interior and some other things were always picking at the critics were always picking at it. There's just nothing to pick at now.
So on my last Corvette World video, there was an interesting comment. And I say interesting. It was kind of typical. But somebody commented on there that they hate the C8. And the C8 is not a Corvette. And the C7 is the only Corvette and all this stuff. Well, somebody commented back and said, I owned like 8 C7s, and I have a C8 Stingray, and I would never go back to a C7 after owning a C8 Stingray. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah. So that just goes to show you how
the guy that said that about the C8 never owned one or has one to even drive, right?
It's probably he never had owned or driven a C8.
He's still saving up for his first car.
Because I'm telling you right now, like I said, I used to be a Z06 snob, and I had a very nice C7 Z06. I loved that car. He had a C7
That's why
Z06.
I was late to the game. And then once I figured it out, I had like 10 of them.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why would I go down? I have 650 horsepower. Right. Why would I go down to 500?
Yeah. But I went to 500 horsepower, and I never looked back. I was like, this car is
crazy.
I mean, unbelievably crazy good. So Chevy definitely did a phenomenal job on the whole C8 platform. And now I'm driving the third iteration. And I'm telling you right now, they did a phenomenal job on the E-Ray. I haven't even gotten many miles on it. I've got just over 100 miles on it.
He couldn't stop talking about it when we said, Mark, I love this car. It's only got 100 miles on it.
I'm telling you, man, it's a crazy car. And I love the Z06 and I love the Stingray. I love them all.
Yeah.
They're all great cars. But it's pretty neat having all-wheel drive. It's pretty neat. So, and all that power, too.
All the power. You said you're just like tapping the gas and it just wants to take off.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So.
Poopy One says congrats, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Poopy One.
I have not seen Horsecock Express in here tonight.
He wanted to. He's not on, huh?
You're not allowed to say that unless he's on.
Yeah, you can't say it unless you can't
You know, come on.
God.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
You guys are just can't take you anywhere.
Hey, we're not hating on
No.
Yeah.
We love. I mean, I love all Vettes. I even drove his C3 and learned to love C3s. I hated C3s before. I hated like everything about them. But then I drove his and I was like, this is actually
Not
pretty
bad.
nice.
I mean, you think about it from the 70s. I mean, what was there to buy in the 70s? That was a perfect, great car.
Yeah. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
His C3 drove better than the C2 that I helped buy for a lady. I didn't buy it. I helped her buy.
Yeah.
That cost her
And you didn't
$115.
really like it. Mike always said he didn't like the way that thing rode, and I thought it was interesting. I'll have to drive. I've never driven a C2.
And it was a $115,000 car.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
We're talking about C2?
The C2, yeah. It was like
I mean, just think of it, just an older car.
it's just an older car.
Yeah.
Brake, steering.
I've never driven a C1. I've always loved the C1 look. I've never driven one. But I've driven all the rest of the...
I mean, it's like anything. You drive any car from the 60s, you drive from the 70s, the
Yes.
80s. It's just different eras, and they're just different cars.
You ever talk to somebody that like is driven, always wanted to drive like a '69 Camaro?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you
they
talk to
drive
them
that like,
they drive like
yeah.
a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
I
They
used to
drive-
want
they're
one so bad.
rattling, and it's just. But that's the way the C3s are.
Well, and just to give you kind of an idea, in the year probably 90... No, it was 2000, I think. In the year 2000... I had a Z28 Camaro, and my friend bought a 1984
I
Corvette.
remember this story. The great story. Yeah.
I drove the Corvette. We switched cars.
Yeah.
I drove the Corvette. After I got out of the Corvette, I thought my Camaro was a piece of garbage. I got back in, and the steering was loose.
Yeah.
And the doors felt crappy, and
Yeah.
the sound on the road felt horrible. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so incredibly different between a car that's 11 years older than my car.
Yeah, it's just like, look, I have a 93 C4 Corvette,
Right.
and I love driving it, but you get on that, it's like
Yeah.
child's play.
It's
Compared to
compared to, but
It's
back
a
then that was the pinnacle of 1993.
Right. Yeah,
Boulevard Cruiser.
yeah.
But they're still fun. We're definitely
Oh,
not
yeah.
dissing on any of these. I mean,
No.
My friend.
I'll have a C7 again. I'll have a C6 too.
Especially a C7 ZR1. That car is, I mean, I drove one just
Dunculous.
recently. Well, I drove Doug's. Just through the showroom floor, out, around, back into the showroom floor. And just that little tiny drive, I got out and I said, Rob, I forgot how smooth this car is. Like every component, everything about it feels totally different than a C7 Z06.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So, yeah, I'll definitely own a C7 again. I don't know about a C6. I'd actually rather have a C5 Z06, I think, than any C. Well, I'd like a C6 ZR1, but I think I'd rather have a C5 Z06 than a C6 Z06.
I think I'm going to put a bounty out for a 2012 Centennial C6,
Nice.
either
With a
Z06
manual.
manual.
96.
Well, they're all actually Z06 would be manual.
Yeah, Z06 would be manual. Yep, and ZR1.
Either or, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good car.
That'll be my next one.
It's amazing. All right, let's move on to some more news. So you guys, if you watched my last video of the Zoras being spied with the ZR1s, I'll just go over this real briefly. But I'm just going to point out that if you look at these radiators, they are vertical here and horizontal here.
Which says it's got an E-ray cooling setup, which means it's not an E-ray, which means it's got to be
Yeah.
the Zora.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not an E-ray. The other thing on it was a sticker from Tucson Dragway, so that was pretty cool because that means that they're obviously testing the drag times. I'm telling you, if this thing has 1,000 horsepower and it's all-wheel drive, it's got to be hitting like high 8s.
Oh my
Or
God!
low 9s. Because I mean the Tesla Plaid is gonna it weighs like what?
Oh, 5,000
Yeah,
pounds.
5,000 plus pounds. It has 1,000 horsepower.
What's it doing, like 998 or something like that?
No, it does 9.4s all day
Does
long.
it?
Well, brand new, it does 9.2, 9.3.
Damn.
All day long. What's his name? Drag times. His is like 2 or 3 years old, and he said even with it being that old, he still gets 9.4s consistently. With it, it's like 3 years old. So a Corvette Zora that is probably 1,000 pounds lighter than that Tesla has the same horsepower, all-wheel drive. I think it's going to hit high 8s. I really do. I think it's
Out
going
of
to
the
be
factory.
It's going to be insane.
That's probably why Taj wanted a Stingray. He's getting too old for that stuff.
So yeah, again, this article is linked in the description below, but it's cool to see they're testing the ZR1 and the Zora together. You know, to those out there that are saying, who cares? You know, we don't really care about that because they're having a hard time getting E-rays out. They're having a hard time doing this. They're having a hard time doing that. Yes, but it still shows progress, and it still shows that hopefully soon we'll be hearing about the ZR. Well, we are going to be hearing about the ZR1 on the 25th. But hopefully we'll hear that it will be out for purchase by the beginning of the next year. Hopefully.
And it's going to be a 25 or 26.
I don't know. Rick Connie has some really good arguments on that.
Yeah.
His argument is that it won't be a 25.
Because the interior, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because
that makes sense.
And he argues that they're not going to really show everything on the 25th with the ZR1 because it'll have the 26 new interior in it.
And they're not going to show that part.
But here's the thing that I say about that. They could just be tricking us, and they could leave the normal interior in there.
Like a captured test
say,
fleet car, yeah.
It's a 25 right now. And then later on say, oh, we had to push it to 26. They could easily do that. They've done that with the Z06, the E-Ray, and they could do that with the ZR1. So, no, it's exciting to me. I think it's sooner than later we're going to be hearing, you know, that you're going to be able to purchase a ZR1. And then all of a sudden we're going to start seeing more Zora Mules and seeing it at the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
And that's really going to be exciting, seeing the Zora at the Nürburgring.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and John Perkins says, and Rick Hendrick will have VIN number 1, as he always does.
He will.
And it will be a black car. That's what he
So,
always guess.
before we move on to other things, I forgot to show you guys. I brought up some photos. Let me just bring those up again. And let me go to my program where I can see them. Okay. So the first picture is always the Venmo. If you guys are interested in that instead of super chatting, that's how you do that. This is Texas Clay's brand new Z07, Z06 in carbon flash metallic.
Nice.
And this is before he had the wheel switched out.
He's had
So these are just the normal
spider
yep.
wheels.
And then this is at the museum. As you see, it says WheelCraft here on the left and National Corvette Museum on the right.
So that's after the Corvette Museum did their switch out?
Yep. And then here's the full picture. Oh, and he also got your favorite Nova stretch bra on the front to drive it home.
That's right.
He thought about having it trailered home, but it was going to cost him like $3,000. Yeah.
These days.
For an enclosed trailer.
Where does he live?
In Texas.
Oh,
in the DFW area.
$3,000.
Yeah.
That's right. He lives, wow. Oof.
So I wanted to show you guys those. So that goes back to the WheelCraft. And then I know you guys are going to want to see more photos of my car, so I brought some photos of those. So I'll just let these run. Oh, real quick, I'll stop it on that. That's the group of guys that we had there. We had a big group photo taken at the end. So
yep.
fun times.
Very nice.
There's me. The first photo I took with my thumbs up. Super excited. I drove it in fully electric mode there.
That was what? That was the shuttle mode.
Shuttle
right?
mode, yep.
So are we going to talk a little bit about that? I wanted to talk
let me
about
show
that.
these photos. And yeah.
So I don't look at those wheels, though. The wheels you were not too sure about. But
they've grown on me a lot.
They've grown on a
too.
lot.
Yeah.
Those are like, maybe we should have WheelCraft chrome those suckers for you.
And I'm telling you, the body color stuff, you're the one that talked me into body color stuff a long time ago. I didn't get this body color because of that. I got it. It's a long story. But anyway, the more I see it,
I like it.
The more I'm like, I like this.
I think it looks really good.
I really like it a lot.
Yep.
It looks really, really good.
Wheels really look good, especially with the Seawolf Gray.
And then there's
the interior is amazing.
Yeah, the interior is just.
Now, was that the interior the exact same as the previous one?
Yep, that was my
Exact
Stingray
same.
interior. Yeah, the only difference is the suede on the seats. And the
That's
steering.
right.
Yeah, because you had the dark color leather on the seats.
And you just didn't do that because
suede.
you just didn't know on the last one, the suede, or
I don't know. I you know what happens to me is I build so many cars I mean, I just keep building them. And then all of a sudden I feel like I've gotten the right spec built and I send it off, and there's sometimes where I miss things. Because I built it so many times. So it just happens. Thank you, guys. All right. Ask away.
Oh, so did anybody, when you were watching the video, if you haven't watched it yet, just watch it when he's in what I found out was shuttle mode. So you've got differences between shuttle mode. Tell me the difference between like shuttle and just all electric, and then like what's the difference?
So
I didn't know that there was a shuttle mode. I thought
so
it was
there's two different modes for all electric. One is called stealth. And
that's the one I'm familiar with. Okay.
That's the one where if you go in stealth mode, you can drive 4 miles up to like 40 miles an hour. But if you push the gas down too hard, it turns on the engine.
The engine will turn on over a certain amount of miles per hour. Okay.
Shuttle mode is where you can only go like 15 miles an hour, and it won't turn the engine on.
It's like when dealerships are using it or something, or moving it around, or
I don't know.
It's almost like
for fun, I guess.
So, but
maybe
now,
valet mode, kind of.
Yeah,
it's like that's it, valet mode. But
Yeah.
what was the sound? That was the coolest sound coming out. And is that only in shuttle, or is
No,
that
it's
in
in
both?
Yeah, it's in both.
So anytime you're driving electric around
And when you
stealth mode,
and when you put your foot down in it, you hear the electric.
even you hear that sound gets
Oh,
even
yeah.
louder. So the questions I had from some of my friends that, do you hear that all the time? And how loud was that? That sounded too loud. It wasn't really that loud.
No.
It's interesting that it
It's
comes
not.
more from the right front than the left front. So whatever speaker is there, it's on the right front. 'Cause
Well,
the
guess what?
What?
You can unplug it just like that.
Unplug the sound? You can turn the sound off?
Yeah.
On your dash, or are you cutting a wire or something?
No, you're not cutting any wire. You're reaching underneath the front,
Yeah?
grabbing a clamp, and pulling it out.
Really?
Yeah.
A clamp as in an electrical...
Yeah, it's like,
electrical
the
clamp.
clip.
Yeah, the clip
Yeah.
clamp. Oh, wow.
So
Okay,
let me
there
look
you
up.
go.
Let me look up the channel because I always forget the name of it. He's pretty popular in
So while you're doing that,
Pennsylvania.
you can actually disable that. I thought that was the coolest thing, as it's moving around the dealership. It's like, it was like the coolest sound. But some people
this
might
is-
want to turn it off. But
No.
but does that also turn it off while you're driving fast and hard? That sound?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll have
just
no more
disables
electric
them.
sound.
No more electric sound.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's good. It's not like the stop-start button that
Oh, I know.
doesn't exist
I'll
on
just go
my.
to street speeds.
Wow. Well,
'Cause
very
he did a
good.
video with him.
On how to do this?
No, but it'll give me the name. I always forget the name of his channel because it's a performance shop.
Oh,
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like a normal. He's a YouTuber, but he's a performance shop YouTuber.
Right. He does a lot of their.
This is it right here.
Rob from Corvette World. I think that's more than just an alert that it's there. I think it's just to sound cool. Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, that sounds like a transformer. Sounds like Megatron."
No, he's right though. There's like probably some DOT thing where it has to make a sound. Otherwise, you just sneak up on people and run them over.
Yeah. Well, what about Teslas and all
Wow.
the other electric cars? Do they have any kind of
He
sound?
literally has nothing in his description. So, I mean, he has his giveaway in the description, but he has nothing. Complete Street Performance, I think, is the name of it. Let me try
That's
that.
what Rob said. Yeah, Rob. Yeah,
He did?
Yeah, he said complete street
There
performance.
you go. Thank you, Robert. So, Complete Street Performance actually showed how to disable the sound on the E-Ray. And all he did was,
Literally.
yeah, he just put his hand up underneath the front.
Yeah.
Like where you would pop the
Yeah.
frunk.
Oh, really?
He put his,
really?
Yeah, he put his fingers up there, clip, pulled it out, and then started it up, and there was no sound.
It's hard to undo those clips, but there you go. No sound. There you go. You can get rid of that.
Yeah, and by the way, the E-Ray is unlocked now with
HP tuner.
HP tuners.
Because it's the LT2
So
engine.
he's already gotten his E-Ray unlocked. He's already sent in his computer.
Yeah.
And it's unlocked now, and so he's gonna. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing all sorts of stuff to it, but
Wow.
he also showed some mods that made him lose horsepower. So I'm gonna watch that video because I haven't seen it yet. But he's like, "Don't do these mods because I put it on the dyno and I lost horsepower." So Okay.
So rumor has it you can get in trouble disabling the sound. I don't know where that rumor comes from.
Well,
but how would they know?
You can get in trouble for a lot of things. No front license plate, tinted windows.
I was going to say.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Come on.
So here's the thing. I would believe that if you were only in stealth mode or the shuttle mode, because I think it is a law that electric cars have to make some noise. Otherwise, if you hit someone and they weren't making noise, then you're in big trouble. But if you never go in shuttle mode or stealth mode and you're just driving it and it doesn't make electric noise, you're not going to get in trouble.
Just do what Mark does. Run from the scene of the crime every time.
Because I'm telling you right now, I've driven the NSX and it makes no electric noise at all when you're driving it normal. When you put it in stealth mode, it does make that sound. It's not that sound. It's a totally different sound than that. It's more of like a high-pitched, kind of like a golf cart noise. Electric golf cart. It's not like the E-Ray noise.
So I remember watching Amelia when she did a video, and she was like, "Oh wow, what's that sound?" Because when there's hard acceleration, you'd hear the sound of the. But I mean, they're doing that in the other electric cars too. They're piping in an engine sound to the car, crazy. Which
it's kind of cool. It just tells you the front motors are working.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but you can feel the front motors work. I'm telling you. Guys, it feels like it wants to pop a wheelie. Have you experienced that, Joey? Because mine, I mean, I'm keeping it under the RPMs of the break-in. You short shift a second, and you can floor it and just shift fast enough. It feels like the front end wants to just do this, just come off the ground.
Because it's going so fast. Wow.
Yeah, I love it. All right. We'll get on to the main subject here in a second, but I'm just going to show you guys this giveaway real quick.
We got a car giveaway. Yeah.
It's a brand new one too. They just put out. It's by the International Motor Racing Research Center. It's a 2024, but this is not a convertible. It's a coupe. It's a Z06 with the Z07 package. But I also noticed something that I hadn't noticed at first. These are usually all 3LZs, but this is not a 3LZ because there's no carbon fiber. Oh. So it's a 2LZ, I guess.
2LZ
it's not it's definitely not a 1LZ.
Is it listed MSRP on it on the giveaway?
No. It doesn't.
Okay.
It's got a red stripe and it looks white, but it's not. It's ceramic matrix gray.
Which you can't get anymore.
So
that's kind of cool.
So it's a really cool spec.
Yep.
Guys, because you are a Brinkofspeed watcher, you're getting 50% more for your tickets. So click on one of these. And by the way, the links are going to be in the description and the pinned comment to be able to click on these. You'll see the BOS code is already in there. Fill out your information here. Click continue. Fill out your credit card information, and you're all entered to win. So
someone's got to make some new sound that you can switch out.
I know. That'd be so seriously, cool.
That's what the guy said. They said guaranteed someone's going to make a module to change the sound on your...
Yeah. Make it sound like a cam to V8.
I hope they do.
Like a supercharger sound.
Right.
Yeah, I hope they do. That'd be
turbo
amazing.
blow off.
That would be awesome. All right.
Play music.
If this ad will let me close it, I will get to the next subject, but this ad's not closing for some reason. Let me see if I refresh the page. If that'll work. There we go. Now the ad's gone.
Yeah, the Jetsons flying car sound.
There you go.
There you go, yeah.
I can't even hear that in my mind right now. Oh, yeah. That's right. All right, so there has been more Zora spotted. It was, I think, 2 days apart.
Just in the last week. Is it the first time these Zoras have been?
It's crazy.
Wow.
So this article is linked in the description below, but it's another article. It's a good read from Keith. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, I'm not showing you the Zoras because it looks all the same as before. Although he does have the picture of the E-Ray to show the differences. I mean, the vertical. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because he mentions the Grand Sport in this one.
Grand Sport?
He does.
A Grand Sport?
Right here.
It's the first I've heard of that this
Will
week.
the Zora be the next one up after that? He's talking about the ZR1.
Yeah.
Or will the ZR1 and Zora be separated by the rumored Grand Sport? Time will tell.
Grand Sport, huh?
So I wanted to show you guys that on this article to transition into Rick Connie's last video. Because on Tuesday...
Oh, that's right. He does mention that very quickly, doesn't he?
Yes. Thank you, Stephen Rapp, for the super chat.
Very nice.
He says,
thank you.
Congrats, call her Timber. But it's not pink. Are you talking about Timber that owned the pink car? Anyway, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it.
Yes. Very nice.
So, yes, on his Tech Tuesday, you watched that video, right?
Yes, I did watch the video.
He brings up the Grand Sport again, and I've been watching him, you know, and he's been bringing up the Grand Sport
as a
more
possibility.
often.
Yes.
But this time he said something interesting. He said, you know, guys, I already let the cat out of the bag on this. But, and I don't know if it's coming till around 27 or 28, but we're getting a Grand Sport.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he also said that basically he thinks that it'll be everyone's favorite iteration of the C8. Again, because not everybody is going to need a ZR1 or want a ZR1 or a Zora or a Z06 or an E-Ray.
Yeah.
He thinks that this is going to take the cake. It's going to be the most sales. He's actually said it'll outsell the Stingray.
I believe it.
That's what he said.
No, but if you've got 4 models available at that point, you got.
Yeah, but no one's. The Stingrays have kind of ran their course.
They ran their course.
Stingray.
So,
how much more money will that Grand Sport be?
Right.
Right. Because
and what can we expect from it? Because we don't want another wide body with the same horsepower as a Stingray. That doesn't make any sense.
Which is what the old Grand Sport was.
Right.
The old Grand Sport was just the wide body with the same old LT.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good engine and everything.
Great engine. Yeah.
But give us. I mean, I've always said, why would you make something look faster and it not be faster? Even the 96 Grand Sport looked so much cleaner and faster and more aggressive than the 96 Corvette.
Yeah.
But guess what? They both had 330 horsepower.
Yeah, the same.
So I don't get that.
Well, we've never had a Grand Sport that had a different motor.
Right. Exactly.
So maybe, but they're going to have the Stingray, the Grand Sport, the ZR1, the Z06, and the Zora.
Yeah.
How is the factory going to keep up with that, by the way? But what difference could they make in the Grand Sport on the engine? What could they do to that? I'm sure they'd probably keep the base LT2.
Pretty simple.
Maybe
just tune it differently. Give it another 40 or 50 horsepower just so that you can say, hey, I got a Grand Sport and it's got 40 more horsepower than a Stingray.
Yep.
You know, it's still naturally aspirated. That's fine. Just give it a little extra oomph.
Yeah.
Give it a better exhaust, you know. Put some differences in there that really mean something, not just stickers and a wide body.
Yep. Not slapping on some stickers.
That's my opinion. So I'm excited about that. I think that's cool. And as I've said multiple times, I think it's a great idea for GM to stretch out the C8 as long as they can. Put it out till 2030. I think that's a good idea. I want as many opportunities as you can have to buy the best models. I don't want the best models to be very hard to get. Let's face it. I mean, it's not a low production car, so make it a mass-produced car.
Yeah.
And let the masses get it if they want it. My opinion. Yeah, I don't doubt Connie. I think that he definitely has the inside track on that, and I believe that he's probably correct. He definitely knows his stuff.
So ZR1 would be 26 then. The Zora would be 27, and then the Grand Sport might be the same year or something. If there's
28.
Or 28.
There's people in the comments of my last video though that said there's a possibility they could bring out a dual Zora and ZR1 together. And I'm like,
no,
I don't think they're going to do that.
At the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
I don't think they're going to do that.
No.
I just don't.
No, they got to spread the wealth. They got to spread out.
They would make so much more money if they didn't do that. So I don't think they're going to do that. Because there's going to be people that go, I'm buying both. But if you do that, they're not buying both. Mm-hmm. Right?
It'll be like 2028. It'll be the 75th anniversary.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
or maybe they save that for the Grand Sport.
75th anniversary.
It's all a numbers game. GM knows.
Yeah.
That's going to be here before we know it. Wow.
Oh, yeah. We're less than 4 years away.
Yeah.
Oh, I think. Oh no, sorry. I thought I saw Horsecock Express on here.
No, maybe he did. Did he show up?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. No.
I'm gonna keep looking.
Okay.
Texas Clay says, Mike, to your point, people are modding Stingrays to look like Z06s exactly. Clearly, they aren't faster, but the owners want the look. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which
is why they did
not to spoil the surprise, but there will be something coming out soon that I think a lot of people on here will be interested. That gives the front appearance of an E-Ray and a Z06 for your Stingray.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Mark might even be interested.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
It's a secret. It's top secret.
Probably real soon. Probably in the next week, maybe.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you guys will see a video that I think you're all going to enjoy.
If you have a Stingray. It'll be something you'll want to consider.
You're going to want to consider this.
All right.
For sure.
A way to change your front end of your Stingray.
Yeah, and it's cool because it's a new company and the owner's awesome and it's going to be it is a high quality product, and so we're
bolt on or decal on? Bolt on, decal?
You'll see.
Okay. All right.
You'll see. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. All right. Well, I think it's time to give away a shirt.
Okay.
Or you have a shirt?
We've got
shirts. What do we have to give away?
We've got shirts, we got hats, we got key tags, we got...
Yeah, let's do another shirt.
Okay, right.
Okay, what's the question?
Okay, we have
a
question. Ready? This is E-Ray related since we've had so much E-Ray news and E-Ray stuff in the out there to talk about. So, as you know, Mike's car, if you saw the video, actually that should be the question. What's your VIN number?
No, because everybody
knows that.
Yeah,
okay. So if everybody knows the VIN number, what was as of yesterday when they stopped production, what was the VIN number, the last three digits on E-Rays? In other words, how many E-Rays have we made as of yesterday? Doesn't include today. So as of June 25th, how many E-Rays? Go.
Hey, why don't you model this shirt?
Okay.
But they have to be an extra large for that one. That's a cool shirt. I actually have that same shirt.
Oh, yeah. This is the bash.
Yeah, they sold those out. I had to, fight old men like you off and push people down.
I never got one.
I never got one either.
Did you hear what he said? He had to fight off old men like me to get this shirt.
We've got two people that are extremely close.
Mike, repeat your VIN number.
By the way, Texas Clay and I will be doing a video on Friday of his new Z06, so look for that to come out probably a day or two after.
You know, one of us needs to do it. Maybe I'll do it my next one. We should do museum delivery. Should I do that? It's fun.
You can. I'll go with you. Yeah.
I'll do it my 25.
Maybe we'll both go with you.
Oh, if you're going to museum delivery, for sure I'll be there.
Let's do it. Let's just
for sure I'll be there.
Let's commit to it now.
Okay, I'm in. We got a winner. This guy might not qualify, though, because Corvette sales, news, and lifestyle.
Hey. We need a qualifier. Who are you? Are you?
He got the answer.
Are you a Chevrolet?
He got the answer. 623.
623
so they
is
cranked
correct.
them out the last 2 weeks.
They did.
They cranked them out big time.
They're trying to hit like 1,100, I think.
Yep.
By September.
As of 625. And we all know where we get that. Roger Keel's post on Facebook.
So congratulations.
C8 Corvette.
Let us know. Well, you put your email address in there too.
Oh, it's this. Oh my gosh. This is Keith Corvette Blogger. What am I thinking?
Well, he probably has
Keith. Yeah.
Oh, he's out.
No, we can give him.
No, we're going to give him a shirt.
Keith, you can't do that.
Yes, he can.
You're like a company employee. You can't be doing that.
He's borderline insider, but
he's borderline.
I don't know how. Yeah. By the way, if you haven't smashed the thumbs up button, please do so.
Hey, before we leave, we danced over the CDK subject.
CDK?
We didn't even talk about CDK. Yeah. And we can talk about it. I mean, not much to talk about because there's not much
I'll
going on.
ship you out a shirt.
Keith.
Let us know what size you are.
Doesn't he show up somewhere different? He was something
Well, it
different.
used to be Corvette Blogger.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Alias. Keith's going with an alias.
Give him an extra small.
Yeah, he gets the extra small.
He said, "Sorry, I can't help myself."
Keith.
I love it, Keith.
I was going to say, I got the answer from Keith.
All right. Yeah, so what's it called? CDK. Robert, let us know in the comments how things are going at Corvette World. But I know it was like a $64 million ransom.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that how much they paid? Or that they asked for that?
They're asking for $64 million. Yeah. To unlock all these dealerships, and there's a crap load of dealerships that use that software.
So it's a software that dealers use to track sales, financing, inventory,
Did that
everything.
make their stock all plummet? Like
no.
Do they have a stock?
Oh, CDK, I don't know. It's like a private equity firm.
Might be a private thing, but like it just took everybody down. And I mean, I was working at before I retired, we had a vendor that had the same thing, and it just shut down. And everybody comes out of the woodwork saying, "Hey, what was our plan for that?" And well, we did a tabletop exercise a couple of months ago, but we never really thought it was going to happen. Well, this just shut everything down. So
Eric said it was paid over the weekend.
they paid
it
them.
affected him big time.
But who?
Yeah, I bet.
So CDK paid $64 million.
No, they negotiated it. I'm sure.
They negotiated.
It's like who you're negotiating with?
I know.
Like a guy in the corner of the dark room.
Yeah, we'll take $100,000.
And it's like, but who are you?
We
Can
don't
you show me your
negotiate
face?
with terrorists.
Yes, show me your face. Show me your face. That is just mind-blowing that they're getting paid.
Yeah.
So basically, they didn't have enough safeguards in place to shut her down and to back up their data.
Like I said, it's amazing that Moritz didn't have that software, because I heard about it the day that the day that I did all the paperwork.
Going down, yeah.
They negotiated
and I was like,
with
well,
a
how
third.
did I do paperwork then? They're like, well, they didn't have that software then.
Davey Jones.
42 million.
He said 40. Now Davey works for one of the biggest dealerships on the East Coast, just huge.
Do you guys know how to hack things?
Huh?
Can we hold people ransom?
42 million. We need a super sticker for $42 million.
Exactly.
No, but that is
Pay it now, or
it's just crazy. But so Davey, did they pay?
You know what?
When is it coming back up?
This would be great. Of course, now we're let the cat out. We should take his car and be like, pay us $1. We're going to put 10,000 miles on it. You better pay us $1 for every mile.
I'll pay it.
We're going to hit the road tomorrow at 6 a.m. and just start driving it. And then drive it and just like live play the odometer, keep going up, and then we just call him. That would have been a great video. We got to do that. How fun would that be?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Just hilarious. All right.
We'd be like, we're 500 miles in. We're in Oklahoma City. You better pay up. You better Venmo us $500.
Okay, I'll pay you. I'll pay you the money. I'll pay you $42 million and bring it back on a trailer. Don't drive it back. Wow. But yeah, so they negotiate. So 42. They paid the money. Wow. That it just makes. That's just bad. Our whole society is based electronically now, and the hackers are always going to be outsmarting us, because they sit all day long trying to figure this stuff out.
Yeah,
and it's just scary that you got to stay a leg ahead.
Doug Hook says they asked Stellantis for $64 million. Oh, in Bitcoin.
Well, it's always paid out in Bitcoin. I don't know if you know. All ransoms for cyber is paid in Bitcoin.
Wow. Well, good for Stellantis if he has that much Bitcoin.
Stellantis don't got nothing right now. They're struggling.
Yeah, they can't get rid of the Dodges.
Well, Stellantis stepped down.
No, we're talking about Stellantis, the car company.
That owns Dodge and Ram. And
Stellantis.
I thought he was the CEO.
No.
What's
That's the name of the company.
The company.
What's the guy's name that used to run Dodge?
I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about the president of Dodge.
Yeah, what was his
name?
name?
Was John something, but he stepped down. But he's been replaced. Yeah.
I could have swore his name was Stellantis.
No, Stellantis is the name of the company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's just yeah. Rob from Corvette World says, I feel confident that our country has just 3 whole computer systems powering the entire grid that could be hacked and shut down. It's just scary. We just go a mile a minute. And AI, type into AI, how to hack, blah, 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 and the thing will probably come up with an answer.
Or it might just do it for you.
Hey, hack Stellantis right now.
Exactly.
Connecting now. Boom, boom.
It says, are you sure? Press yes for... give me a break. It's crazy.
It's just scary. Yes.
Absolutely crazy. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being on Octane Hour tonight. We loved having each and every one of you. Thank you for all the super chats and stickers. That means the world to us.
Yeah.
And if you are new to this, we do it every Wednesday night. It's called Octane Hour. It's at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go on my channel and click the red subscribe button and the bell. That way you're notified when we have these and my other videos. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we will see you on the next Octane Hour.